Hello and welcome to the Long Island Weather Report. It's 10 o'clock, the last day of October, October 31st. And we have a new map for the drought monitor. I'm going to start off with this. We have two things that I want to just address right off the bat. And this is that we are now in a D1 moderate drought for most of all of Long Island, New York City, much of the Hudson Valley, northern half of New Jersey. And below that, we have the severe drought that's now encompassing pretty much everything that's from Ocean County southward in New Jersey. We are in that drought now, and we're going to look and we'll talk more about rain chances, obviously, as we in the long range as we get toward the end of the weekend. But at least in the short term, there really isn't really too much for rain chances. And that leads us to the other issue that we have. A red flag warning that has now been issued for our area as well. Red flag warning for our area. This is until, let's see, let's find the one that addresses Long Island here. So red flag warning in effect from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday for the lower Hudson Valley, New York City, and Long Island. From 8, and this is because we could have west winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 30, isolated gusts up to 40 possible. Humidity could be as low as 28%. Temperatures up to 79. Rapid fire spread if ignition occurs here. So that's pretty much what it says right here in this. And very disturbing situation that we could have unfolding for tomorrow. And that is very disturbing. Obviously, they do have the chance for showers there. And it was also a record day with heat as well. So that's the other thing. Let's go take a look at islip because I think almost everybody broke a record today. Record high set at islip. Record high of 80 degrees was set today. This breaks the old record of 73. Smashed it. Smashed the record. So warmest Halloween on record here. And you can see they have the record report. We go to the full climatological report. There's your 80-degree high for a record. That's 21 degrees above normal. The low of 50 was 8 degrees above normal, putting us 15 degrees above normal for the day. And again, month to date, only a measly 0.12 is probably going to go down as the driest October on record. Probably the driest October on record. But that is, that is some pretty, and I think, let's see, JFK break a record today? Yep, they did too. They got up to 78. Broke the old record of 75. So I think everybody pretty much broke the records today. Let's see if they've got a little graphic on all the record highs that they broke today. Yes, it says right here, all 6 of our climate sites have broken the record. 84, set in 1950. So all the records were broken. JFK, 80. LaGuardia hit 83. 85 at Newark. 77 for, I don't know if these are the old records. No, these are the new records. But this is already, islip got even warmer than that, though. 881, so I'm not sure what they're talking about here. But we'll just, we'll go through we'll just go through it the way that we always do. So we're going to go through all these records here. New York City, 81. That was a record. Tied the record of 81 set in 1946. 22 degrees above normal for the high, 18 degrees above normal for the day. The low of 61, which is actually, it's warm when the low is above your normal high temperature. It's really warm out. So warmest Halloween on record at most of the sites. LaGuardia, 83 record. That broke the old record of 81. So these are all records that have been broken here. Bridgeport, let's see if they broke a record. Yep, 77. Broke the old record of 75. So all these sites have broken the record. Newark got up to 83. That broke the old record of 82. These are the record high temperatures in almost all of our sites today, which is just something that every single site either tied or broke the record high for the day. And also want to look at Philadelphia. I'm surprised they do not have a red flag warning for New Jersey. I think that will eventually be added as well for tomorrow. Let's see if Philadelphia has mentioned any record high temperatures. Record warmth has been set. New record high temperatures were set today at Allentown, Mount Pocono, Reading, and Trenton, and tied at Philadelphia and Wilmington. So record highs have broken all across the area pretty much. So let's go to that map and take a look at what we got going on outside right now. Temperature is very warm out there. South Shore, there was a sea breeze, but just on the South Shore. Temperature 66 at Farmingdale. I can tell you right now, the alley is still 70 degrees. Still 70 in the alley. And you can see here, yeah, hey, look at that. Even in the Pine Barrens, it is not cooling off at all. 64 at West Hampton. And it is humid, too. The dew point's up to 61 as well. So let's look at the high temperatures on the map here to show you what we have. And you can see temperatures pretty much 81 at Islip, 79 at Shirley, 75 for a high at West Hampton, 79 at Farmingdale, 79 at JFK, 82 at LaGuardia. And then as we go into New Jersey, oh boy, 84 in the Pine Barrens west of Toms River. So that's pretty hot. That might be a record. I don't know how long Miller Air Park's been keeping records. But pretty much all these are record highs. The hottest Halloween on record in our area today. And I'm sure the lows did not go very far. Somehow, look at that. West Hampton got down to 44. How did that happen? Everybody else had lows in the mid-50s. The alley did not go below the mid-60s last night, so the AC stayed on. Yeah. So some areas managed to cool off last night. I don't know how, but somehow they managed to cool off, but not here, obviously. Not here. So, yeah, this is just really just hot and a really extreme kind of heat that we're dealing with here. The climatological reports I don't think have been released for the month yet. I could try. I don't think they released them yet. I'm pretty sure they don't until tomorrow, so we're not going to be able to go over them. I just want to extend this satellite loop a little bit and see if we can see any smoke, because there are some wildfires burning in New Jersey. I don't see any smoke plumes from them, but they do have a couple of wildfires burning, and obviously with the conditions tomorrow, I don't really see anything. Just a lot of cirrus clouds, some jet junk in there as well. This is all part of a cold front that is coming our way. So if we look at this, we'll pull this out. You see the cold front right here. There's your low and the cold front, and another dry air mass that will be behind this front. Not looking all that impressive here. This front. Weather Prediction Center, you can see, yeah, they just have rain. Maybe some thunderstorms along this front. We'll take a look at it on the radar. But other than that, this is your front right here that's going to be moving through tomorrow morning. Let's look at the radar and see if there is any precipitation with this front. But again, rainfall, probably not. Yeah, there's barely any rainfall here. Yeah, this is like nothing here. So this is we're probably not going to get any rain with this cold front. Yeah, and we have the driest October on record, which we'll talk about again tomorrow as we go through the climate statistics. I'm sure that all of our sites will report their driest month. Forget about driest October, driest month on record for the entire area. So that's pretty nuts. But let's go and look at the models now and take a look at our weather as we head into tomorrow and the weekend. Cold front comes through. You see that rain just dissipates. High pressure builds in, and pretty much a nice, dry, sunny weekend. And just a little sneak peek at next week. You can see, yeah, same deal again. No rain. So, and we'll talk more about that Sunday, but it's going to be staying dry. Let's look at the HRRR. 0Z HRRR run here. Look at our cold front here, and you can see there's not going to be any. There may be a sprinkle, maybe over Suffolk County, maybe a sprinkle, but I don't think there's going to be any measurable precipitation. And maybe some lucky folks will get 1/100 of an inch, maybe, or maybe even 2/100 of an inch. I don't even think it's going to get that high. All right, and then behind it, we've got the wind. The isobars are tight, and that's why we have that red flag warning in effect. The wind does calm down on Saturday a little bit, so that's the good news for that. At least we won't be having the wind, but the dry air will be sticking around. So as we head in the night, looking at our dew points and wind flow, you can see that southwesterly flow. And then as we go into the day tomorrow, you'll see those dew points start to drop as we get into the afternoon. Those gusty west winds take over, and that's when we're going to have to worry about the fire danger. Tomorrow night, we still got the northwest breeze. Drier air comes into the picture, and then Saturday, northwest wind, dew points drop below freezing. So it's going to be some pretty dry air even on Saturday. Here we go with our temperatures on the HRRR. We're not going below the 60s tonight. And then the Mar is still going to be warm. It may even still wind up getting close to 80 degrees But the humidity is going to be a lot lower, and we're going to have that gusty west wind, which is why I think tomorrow is going to be one of the most significant fire danger days we've seen in a very long time around here. Um, and then tomorrow night, the temperatures slowly drop. After 8 o'clock, we're dropping to the 50s. And then maybe by the morning, we might have some mid-40s. And then for Saturday, it's going to be a lot cooler. We're talking highs only in the mid to upper 50s on Long Island. Maybe closer to 60 in New Jersey. So a lot cooler on Saturday. It's going to be a huge shock going from this warmth back to more normal weather that we're supposed to have for October. Looking at the GFS, probably showing the same thing, but we'll go ahead and see if there are any differences here. And again, you can see that front GFS maybe a little slower with it, but it brings in the drier air, and that's going to cause the wind. And we still may have to worry about the wind it may not be as strong on Saturday, but the air is very dry. And we're going to continue with the northwest to north flow, and then as we get to Sunday, the winds kind of turn a little northeasterly. And then maybe as we get toward the Monday, we start seeing a little more of an easterly flow, but the dry air is staying in place once we get toward the weekend. So looking at your temperatures after a warm day tomorrow, again, much cooler on Saturday, and then at night probably dropping to the 30s. And then same thing on Sunday, cool, has it warmer over Jersey, but Long Island, mid-50s, mid to upper 50s probably will do it. So staying quite cool. Now we turn our attention to the cloud cover, and then I'm going to talk more about the wind. Tomorrow, probably clouds, and then sun later in the afternoon. Saturday should be mostly sunny. Sunday may have some increasing high clouds, according to the GFS. RGM's a little more optimistic about getting the clouds out of here and having maybe sunshine maybe around earlier in the afternoon, say 2 o'clock or so. Mostly sunny skies. And then Saturday should be mostly sunny. And then, we'll have to watch out for the cirrus on Sunday. This model is being more optimistic about having less cirrus versus the GFS. But let me remind you that we could, even though we may not have any clouds, if there's a lot of upper-level moisture and you have a lot of jets, that creates all that jet junk. That's what I call it anyway. Jet smog, jet junk. So I'll have to see you Sunday. But Saturday should be a fairly sunny day. What we can do is look at the soundings, I guess, if we want. Let's look at the sounding for Saturday. Yeah, you can see they're a little close together even on Saturday and at the surface too. Hopefully it'll be mostly sunny. And then Sunday, definitely going to have a lot more in the way of the... Yeah, they're much closer together. So, you can also look at the HRRR, even though it doesn't go as far out. The soundings, I don't think it's going to go far enough out and show us Saturday. Will show us tomorrow, though. Here's 2 o'clock. So we can load this up. It actually looks good around 2 o'clock on this model here. On Saturday, I don't think it's going to show us. We'll try. We will try. And sometimes we can get data that far out. We'll see. It looks good, actually. It looks good, at least in the morning. But as you get toward the afternoon, we may see more of an increase in that upper level moisture. But other than that, Saturday's really going to be your nice day. That's what it looks like right now, anyway. So let's go and look at the winds. Let's go to Event to Sky. We can visualize the wind here for tomorrow. Go to wind gusts, and we'll switch this over to Friday, and we'll show you the danger that we have. So you can see these are the wind gusts, 31 miles an hour. 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, this is when the winds are going to really be at their worst. Even some areas that are a little stronger. All right. And the winds even at a sustained level will be around 20 miles an hour. So this is why, and if I flip this over to humidity, look at how low the humidity is, 40%. Gets even lower than that, 20% toward 5 o'clock. So this is why I'm very, very concerned about the fire danger for tomorrow. I think it's going to be one of the worst days we've seen in quite some time, for sure. With these wind gusts, this is going to be a big... I think we have the potential to see some very large wildfires develop tomorrow. I will be very surprised if they don't. I really do. Given these conditions, if any fire gets started, it's going to spread, and nobody is going to be able to stop it with these kind of winds. So this is definitely a big concern for tomorrow. This is something. And then as we go into Saturday, going to wind gusts, the wind gusts should be a lot better. But for Friday, tomorrow, between the warmth, the very low humidity in the air as we get toward the afternoon. I think anytime after 1, 2 o'clock, we're really going to have to watch out for that fire danger. So pay attention to the news. Pay attention. You don't want to get caught up in a firestorm. We've seen that in California, and that could be happening here too as well. So pay attention. If there's a fire, you need to evacuate. Just get out of there. All right. You can't stop it. So that is what do you have for you for tomorrow. Again, red flag warning in effect for tomorrow. You can see it here, and I think tomorrow is going to be one of the most significant wildfire days we've seen in quite some time, and the potential is there to have something like the 1995 wildfires that we had in the Pine Barrens. That potential is definitely there for tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Good night, and pay attention tomorrow. Pay attention. That's all I got to say. Pay attention to the news because I think there's going to be some big wildfires tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be I will be very, very surprised, given how dry everything is, that we don't see any big wildfires tomorrow. I think that tomorrow is the worst day we've seen in a very, very long time. So be careful out there, all right? Good night.